What if the Earth stopped spinning? Right now, as you sit wherever you are on Earth, the ground beneath you is spinning faster than a speeding bullet. At the equator, our planet rotates at a jaw-dropping 1,670 kilometers per hour, over 1,000 miles per hour. You don't feel it because everything around you, your home, the atmosphere, the oceans, is moving at the same pace. But what if, in an instant, that spin became to a grinding halt? No warning, no gradual slowdown, just stopped. Sounds impossible. Maybe, but let's imagine what would happen if it did. The first thing you'd notice is, well, you'd probably be airborne. Since the Earth is no longer spinning, everything not firmly attached to the bedrock would suddenly continue moving at the Earth's original rotation speed. That includes you, your car, trees, buildings, and even the oceans. It's like being on a car that slams on its brakes at full speed. You don't stop, you fly forward. The result? Winds faster than the most violent tornadoes ever recorded. Cities would be torn apart in seconds, and the oceans? They'd slosh violently towards the east, creating mega tsunamis thousands of feet high, swallowing everything in their path. Coastal regions would disappear instantly, followed by much of the land. And it gets worse. The atmosphere, which was spinning with the planet, doesn't stop when the ground does. Winds would scream across the surface at over 1,000 miles per hour, powerful enough to shred forests, level skyscrapers, and flatten entire countries. You'd see weather unlike anything in Earth's history. Massive superstorms would form in minutes, with winds and lightning lashing across the globe. The air would compress, heat up, and in some regions, ignite. Friction in the atmosphere could actually cause parts of the sky to glow red hot. The world wouldn't just be in chaos, it would be on fire. The Earth's rotation doesn't just move things, it shapes the planet itself. Spinning causes the Earth to bulge slightly at the equator, making it wider there than from pole to pole. If the Earth stopped spinning, gravity would take over completely, pulling mass towards the poles. That means ocean water would start to migrate, slowly at first, away from the equator and towards the north and south. Over time, the equator would become dry land, forming a ring of supercontinent, while the polar regions would flood, creating massive new oceans. And you'd feel a little heavier. Without the centrifugal force from rotation counteracting gravity, your weight would slightly increase, especially near the equator. Now comes the real nightmare. Without rotation, Earth would lose the cycle of day and night. One side would face the sun permanently, roasting under constant daylight. The other would freeze in eternal darkness. On the sunlit side, temperatures would rise to extreme levels, hot enough to boil rivers, scorch crops, and render the land uninhabitable. Plants would die, oceans would evaporate, and the air would become unbreathable. On the dark side, temperatures would plummet far below freezing, locking everything in a permanent winter. The only place where life might cling on is the twilight zone, a narrow strip between light and dark where temperatures might remain survivable. But even there, massive atmospheric differences would cause violent windstorms that never end. Could we adapt to this new world? Possibly. Humanity has faced extinction level changes before. If we managed to settle in a twilight zone, we'd need to build advanced, self-sustaining underground cities. Artificial lighting for crops, recycled air and water, and robust climate systems that would be essential. Survival would require global cooperation like never before. But our biggest challenge might not be the physical environment. It would be rebuilding civilization in a world where the rules of nature have been completely rewritten. Could this actually happen? Luckily, this isn't something we need to panic about. The Earth's rotation is slowing down, but only by about 1.7 milliseconds per century. Thanks to the moon's gravitational pull, at that rate, it would take billions of years to stop completely. The only scenario where Earth would suddenly stop would involve an unimaginable cosmic event like a collision with a rogue planet. So while the thought is terrifying, you can rest easy. For now, Earth is spinning safely, and that invisible motion, it's one of the many reasons life exists at